Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Dean, and this is 5 Mesmerizing Minutes. I have got such good news for you. Because if you look into the Bible, which is true, every word is true. Anybody who's got an historical nature, if you look into the validations of how the Bible is true, you'd be amazed. It's amazing. It's amazing. Every word is true. But 7 witnesses attested to the fact that Jesus Christ was Lord. And I want to read some of them. The book of John was written so that people might believe that Jesus Christ was God. John knew, my gosh, he lived to about 90, 100 years old, and he couldn't wait to break out his gospel. John brings, in his gospel, he brings 7 witnesses to the stand to prove this fact. 7, and the number 7 is the perfect number in God's eyes. Number 1, if you go to John the Baptist, what did John the Baptist say about Jesus? This is the Son of God. He said that in John chapter 1:34. Remember Nathanael under the tree? What is your conclusion, Nathanael? He said to Jesus, you are the Son of God. That was in John 1:49. How about Peter? Peter said in John 6:69, you are the Holy One of God. How about Martha? If you go to John 11:27, what do you think, Martha? Good old Martha. Martha was quoted in John 11:27 as saying, you are the Christ, the Son of God. You might call Thomas Doubting Thomas, but if you go to the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verse 28, you're going to have to ask Thomas, what is your verdict? He looks at Jesus and says, my Lord and my God. And how about John himself? He says in chapter 20, John chapter 20, verse 31, Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God. If we go to Jesus himself, we can ask him, what do you say of yourself, Christ? You know what he'll say in John 10:36? I am God's Son. I know the gospel is true. I know it. And I have an intimacy with God, and I believe that God's highest priority for our lives determines the impact of our lives. And the closer we get to his Bible, the closer we get to the truth of life and heaven and eternity. Just go to John and go to those 7 witnesses. John the Baptist, Nathanael, Peter, Martha, Thomas, John, and then Jesus himself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is Pastor Dean, and this is 5 Mesmerizing Minutes.